Hey, Geri! Thank you for coming and having a chat.
Thank you for having me.
Well, most importantly, we normally go through people's background and what they've done, but really importantly, this weekend is Compass Music Festival. So let's start there because everyone's really keen to hear about it. Tell us all about Compass.
Well, in 3 sentences, what is Compass Music Festival about? It's a second edition this weekend. It's tomorrow and Saturday. We're going to have 45 live bands.
Wow.
3 after parties. It's taking place in 8 venues, 5 on the Friday, 6 on the Saturday. With one wristband, you can access it all. So you can buy a wristband just for Friday, just for Saturday, or for both days. We've really tried to make it affordable for people. That was really something that's part of our ethos. Last year we did free afternoon and ticketed evenings, but the model didn't really work out financially for us. So this year we're making everything ticketed, but you can access everything on one wristband. And a regular ticket is £18 on the Friday, £23 on the Saturday, £28.70 for both days.
Wow.
But you also have concessions for students and under 25.
Yeah.
And every event that we do, we always keep 10% of the allocation for people on no or low income.
Yeah.
So you can get a ticket just for a £5 on Friday or just a tenner on Saturday, or £11.90 for both days.
Wow, that's so good to see all of those bands. So, talking about the bands, how did you? I know you had a lot of people apply, didn't you?
Yeah, so we tried to be really fair. I'm the main booker. I'm the booker and the programmer. And I tried to get out and I tried to see as much music as I can in the town and outside of the town. But our angle with Compass as a festival and as a CIC is really to highlight the music from Kent and the South Coast. We really believe in the sound of the South Coast. We really believe that in the county of Kent we have so much talent.
We really do.
So we have pledged that we were going to have at least 75% of our lineup was going to be from either Kent or the South Coast.
Yep.
And we've smashed that quota because anything but 4 bands, I think, who are from London are from there.
Wow.
And last year we did a call for application via Google form.
Yeah.
We got 151 application. This year we got 363 applications.
Over doubled.
Yeah. So it took us a bit longer.
I was going to say
to program
a fun exercise to go through it all, but a long exercise.
You know what? I love it. This is why I do it. I do this festival because I'm a huge champion of new music, emerging music, independent and DIY artists. Those are the kind of artists that we book. The concept behind Compass is a showcase music festival. Yeah. So inspired by a lot of similar events. A showcase festival, the rules are there's no headliner. It tends to be about new music. And if you're kind of like an inner city showcase festival, you're going to go in and out, different venues, see, go to any venue, discover your next favorite band then for 20 minutes and go and see another band. So short sets. Yeah. So every artist, last year was 30 minutes. This year we made 45-minute sets.
Okay. Every artist will all do 45 minutes.
Apart from solo acts on the Saturday, which are playing 30 minutes.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
But we took feedback from people from last year and people said, it was too rushed.
Okay.
And so now they have a bit more time to potentially see half a set and move on to a different venue.
Yeah.
But every venue is within a few minute walks from each other. I think the longest would be from Speedway down to our Festival Hub, the workshop on Tontan Street. And I think that's 8 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally.
Or go down the slide and make it quicker.
Exactly. We had feedback from someone who attended last year and who attended a lot of our events, and he was like, we have a slide. How about we get an escalator?
Yeah, right. That would be nice. Wouldn't it?
It was like, go to Compass, discover your next favorite band, get fit again because your step count is gonna, go up quite significantly.
Oh, it's wonderful.
But we tried to, so out of these applications, so the idea was to have 3 waves of artists announced. So we announced our first wave in July, 14 artists, and then I was kind of overwhelmed by the amount of application, and I spent most of the summer listening to it. And another pledge that we've made that is really important for me, because that's something I've been doing for the last 15 years I've been working in the music industry, is I wanted a gender balance festival. Mm-hmm. Too often still festivals are really kind of male heavy, male dominated. Yeah. Compass is an alternative music festival, so we mostly book across rock, from indie and kind of soft cosmic rock to hardcore punk. Yeah. We do have a singer-songwriter stage each day because I still enjoy songwriters and alt folk, indie alt. We have one jazz artist. We have one country artist.
Nice.
Even though it's not really my scene, but I just saw her at an open mic at the beer shop last year and I was just so floored by her voice.
Wow, what's her name?
Betty Fire.
Betty Fire.
She's from Australia.
Wow.
But she's currently based in Highs, so it's like Highs via Australia via Highs.
Yeah.
And I think she's moving out soon, so it's probably your last chance to see her in the area.
Right, get and see her first. See her here before it's too late.
But yeah, so, I wanted to make a gender balance. I wanted to prioritise people from the county, and I kind of wanted to try and represent every little kind of sub-scene in Kent and the South Coast. So obviously we're a Folkestone-based festival, and we're very proud of the Folkestone scene and the kind of new Folkestone scene as well that is emerging, loads of new bands. Not necessarily young bands, but like new bands. There's a lot of musicians that have moved to the area and are forming new bands. Yeah. So we have 14 bands out of 45 which are from Folkestone itself. I'm not even counting Highs. If I count Highs, it's officially a third of the lineup. Yeah. And then I'm going to dig at my stat. I think the second town most represented is Brighton. With 7 artists, and then Margate 6, London 4, and then we've got 3 acts from Ashford, same for Canterbury and Hastings, a couple from Maidway, 1 from Maidstone, 1 from Whitstable, 1 from Ramsgate, and we're going as far, we've got 1 from West Sussex and 1 from Portsmouth.
Still South Coast,
so it's all good. Along the coast, further and further.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, and a good balance between kind of indie art rock and like proper post-punk. Yep. And then, as I said, still a few. We have a live electronic music stage kind of this year, which I was really happy about, which is going to be upstairs at the clearing at the Quarter House. Nice. So we can't use the auditorium at the Quarter House this year because it's the triennial at the moment. Yeah. And that's another thing. Compass last year when it started was in August. Yeah. We moved it to October. I was going to ask that. To give us a bit more time to plan. Right,
And will it stay October now, do you think? Is that going to be a thing?
It will stay kind of September, October.
Autumny time,
Yeah, because obviously August is a good month for festival, but more outdoor festival. Yeah. And I always say this is where I draw the line. Like, I will never do an outdoor festival because I think you have to be mad to do that in England. Yeah. So I like to shelter literally in venues. And it was originally when I designed this festival 2 years ago, I had designed it as a November event. Yeah. Because, you're well aware in Folkestone, like the summer it really gets alive, but in the winter there's a lot less going on. Yeah. Although it has really improved the last few years. Yeah. And October, November starts to be miserable. It starts to rain, and it's dark so much earlier, and you want to go out in a cozy, warm venue. Absolutely, the warmth of a sticky basement venue and the community is going to warm you up. So it's going to stay like that. But it was also to give us a bit more time. So last year we planned it all in 3 months. Yeah. And it was mostly me, and I dragged a lot of favours from a lot of friends, and bless his heart, my partner, who's a lot more involved than people think, but he just doesn't really like the spotlight. Yeah. But then, I from the get-go, I got the support from my friend Hannah, who's our kind of creative director who does all the branding. Yeah. And eventually I managed to drag a few more friends, so we kind of set up as a CIC. And I've got my friend Cecily and Yumna are doing like PR marketing. Ollie, who's a local musician, has designed us a website. Nice. And it's really nice to see it grow. Like last year we didn't have a website, and this year we have a website. Yay! And but people are demanding. People are like, oh, why isn't there this on the website? And I think I was saying to another musician yesterday, I think sometimes we're a bit victim of our branding. It's so good that people think we're much bigger than we are. Yeah. But Compass at the moment is 100% volunteer led. Yeah. Like we're all doing this outside of our day job, like in our spare time at the weekends. Yeah. And for the first time this year, we also did a call for volunteers. Yeah. So last year the volunteers was my mates, slightly forced. No, they were really happy to help. But last year, we did this kind of multi-venue only one afternoon. This year we're doing multi-venue Friday night, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. Yeah. So it's in effect much bigger actually. Yeah, absolutely. And I needed more volunteers to run the venues. And we did this call for volunteers, and 38 people volunteers. Nice. And it was 75 people that didn't go last year that I don't know them. I've never met them. Oh, so and lovely. We had people from 18 to our youngest volunteer is 18. Our oldest volunteer is 78. Love it. So we're really going kind of across. Yeah. And it was really heartwarming to see the community band together and be like, we want this to happen. We want this to thrive. Yeah. We want to be a part of it. Last year, the vibes were immaculate, and we really are community focused. Musicians lend their instruments to people who were, forgot an amp, broke a string. Yeah. And it really works because Folkestone as a town is very generous in terms of the audience.
Yeah.
Like I noticed it at every event that I do. Last year in the Riot Girl night that I do, I will bring artists that no one's ever heard about. And people will come and they would really cheer them on. They will buy the merch. Yeah. And they're like, Folkestone really wants you to win and succeed, I think. And
we're a lovely bunch.
Yeah, I think for an artist, it's wonderful. And that's kind of been my long game is I kind of build these events with like my own brand, so Riot Girl or Compass Festival. And I book artists that I think are wonderful. Like my 2 criteria is be excellent on stage and be a nice person.
Yeah. I
can't deal with idiots anymore. Like I do this,
Life's too short.
But I invest so much of my time, energy and money. Yeah. Like we got a little bit of funding from Folkestone Music Town. We got some funding from Credit Folkestone, a festival fund, which we're really grateful about. But it's still not even 50% funded. Like most of our money comes from ticket sales, so we need to sell tickets. Yeah. And I invest a significant amount of money for this to happen. I was like, I want to work with nice people. Yeah. And I think there's enough of them to go around. And I think if you educate them, and same for the audience, in like what is it that you're trying to achieve vision-wise, people will follow and people will behave, you know, like with a spirit of community and mutual aid, and that's been really lovely to see.
Yeah, it really is when everyone comes together and shares the love. It gets making me get all choky up now. Just really nice.
And that's another thing that we try to do. Like another thing that I do at every gig that I do is we tend to do a solo gig or a meetup at the start of the event.
A what? Sorry.
A solo gig goer meetup.
A solo gig goer meetup. Say that after a few glasses of wine.
But it was because originally it started from the very first Riot Girl that I put it out there, and then people were like, oh, I'd love to come, but I don't know anyone to go with. And I was like, well, how about you come early at doors time and I'll have a drink with you at the bar. Yeah. And then a few other people said, I was like, well, I'll introduce you to each other.
Yeah, it's great idea.
Whether it's people that post-COVID hadn't really gone out for a while or just moved to the area, or, maybe they have children, so they don't really have so much of a community anymore in terms of people going out to gigs. And so once again, we're doing this. Tomorrow, we're doing this with an opening party on Friday. So our festival hub this year is the workshop, the community, the co-working space on Tontin Street. Not the music workshop. Would have loved to use the music workshop, but they're a bit outside of the kind of walkable distance that we wanted to have. Yeah. So from 5 to 6:30 tomorrow, we're going to have the festival opening party. We have a bar. We have a licensed bar. We have homemade cakes. Hey! We have exclusive festival merch, and nice. Come and meet fellow musicians, fellow music lovers, and we're doing something a bit similar on Saturday. So 5 to 6:30 tomorrow, and then live music kicks off at 7. Okay. And then on Saturday we've got a kind of musicians and music lovers social meetup from 1:30 to 3. Right. And then live music kicks off at 3:30, goes all the way to 11, and then after parties at the Old Cigar and Olive both days. Nice. And at the clearing on Friday till 2 a.m.
Wow, so much to get stuck into. The only problem that everyone's going to have is trying to fit everything in, because there's so many wonderful things to see and hear. I know,
we have this wonderful tool. That was another thing from Hannah, our creative designer. We have a clash finder. Yeah. So if you don't know what a clash finder is, it's basically a schedule that allows you to see who plays at what venue. Yeah. So we're going to have printed programs available from the workshop from tomorrow. They're at the printer now. And it's also on our website, compass-music.com. Yeah. You can download on your phone. Brilliant. Flash finder, so you can see who's against who. Yeah. And actually,
you have to toss a coin if you've got two that you really love.
We hope that because we made the set a bit longer and because it's only a couple of minutes,
you can catch a bit of.
We encourage people don't stay for the whole set. See a half and go and see another half. Yeah. And also don't just go and see what you know. Get lost. Yeah. Just take a punt on.
Yeah. Something new. Yeah, absolutely. You might be surprised with something. Sometimes people are like, I hate that genre, and they're like, I went to that gig and it was really good. It's like, there you go. So you've got to try new things. So you mentioned Riot Girl, which is another one of your events that you promote. So are Riot Girl is it still going to be happening? What's the situation with Riot Girl?
It's still happening. I haven't had any this year because I've been really focused on the festival and, also having a job to try and pay my bills. Yeah. So it's been trying to kind of balance all of this, but I really want to make a conscious effort to kind of spend more time and try and make the books balance so that I can spend more time doing things in Folkestone. Yeah. So Riot Girl was born at Chambers, which is sadly no longer an operating venues. But Riot Girl ethos is women-fronted kind of rock and punk bands and gender diverse fronted bands and DJs. And it's supposed to take place every few months, so we've not done any this year. But we were looking for a new home, and I guess I can announce exclusively that our new home is going to be Speedway, which is a pretty natural feat for a Riot Girl.
It's perfect.
So we already have some dates for 2026, and as soon as the festival is over,
you can get into that. Yeah,
we're going to do the same system of like call for application.
Yeah,
and my own wish list, you can be my witness, is to work more in advance next year. So whether it's a festival or Riot Girl, like I really want to give myself more lead time
it's
to
hard,
give both of those project spaces to grow.
Yeah.
But with Compass Music as a CIC, so I don't know if I'm going to operate Riot Girl on my, like, as just me or with a CIC. We're going to try and get an Arts Council funding to try and help us support this, because it's just so much risk at the moment for my shoulder, who are not that wide. But we also really want to continue our mission to basically develop collaboration across the coast. So on the back of the festival, we're hoping that we can do gig swaps between people, musicians Folkestone and like Hastings and Margate. And we've got a few kind of projects in the pipeline like that. We really want to kind of help curate stages with maybe artists from our area and other areas. So we started to talk to a few kind of equivalent festivals along the coast. Maybe, there's so many good ones, from Hastings Fat Tuesdays to Music in the City in Southampton. So I really want to strengthen collaboration and partnership. And I really want to kind of educate also artists. I know like you guys do a lot of workshop on the kind of how to make music side of things, which is really great. I come from a behind the scene music industry background. I used to lead a degree in music marketing, and I've worked obviously as a promoter. So we really want to try and kind of educate bands on like what exactly is a booking agent versus a manager, and like how do you...
Hard to navigate sometimes, isn't it? Especially if you're new into the industry. We have a lot of people come in. We've got people next door right now, part of the artist development package, and like just you forget what you didn't know when you were starting out.
There's so much to know, the music industry keeps changing. Like I've been in the music industry 15 years, and things are so different now, from marketing to how to get gigs to where gigs happen, tourings, used to be 25 dates on average in 95, it's now just 8. But
it's changed a lot.
On this Tuesday I was at the first grassroots networking day that was co-organised by the Association of Independent Festivals. I'm hoping to join next year, the Association of Independent Promoter, which I am a new board member of, and the Music Venue Trust. And there's really a really good vibe at the moment of like these people to work together, and there's a ticket levy that's been discussed by the government to kind of collect money on arena shows and kind of trickle down for once down to
really
grassroots,
important.
And hopefully that can inject some well needed cash to protect our venues. I don't think I've listed all the venues.
Oh yes, tell us the venues.
But so we have 8 venues. On Friday we're going to have the Clearing at the Quarterhouse, which is the upstairs bar, the Blind Pig, Speedway, All Cigar and Olive. Am I forgetting one? And Market Square.
Market Square.
And then Saturday, again, Speedway and All Cigar and Olive. No Market Square, but Blind Pig again and Black Market, F51. And then the workshop on Tontine Street, which is a festival hub. And also where you go and exchange your ticket for a wristband. We're also turning into our songwriter stage on the Saturday. So also live in there.
All wonderful venues with lots of wonderful artists in the heart of Folkestone Music Town. It's a wonderful thing, and it will cheer everybody's like drizzly day up just to go and see all of this at such a really fantastic price.
I think it's not supposed to rain.
Not supposed to. Even if it is, it doesn't matter because everyone can go inside.
Exactly. Even if it is.
Yeah, it's quite nice when it's raining because then you don't feel like you're missing out on some sunshine. They can just come inside, watch all these wonderful musicians that are all coming to Folkestone. Some of them are from here, some of them from out of town. So everybody get along and check something out new.
The last thing I wanted to mention is we're also very humbled by the generosity of some local independent businesses. And in order to raise well-needed funds, we're also doing a raffle that's going on until Sunday.
Cool.
So if you go on Compass Music Instagram, which is compass_music_, you'll get a link to the raffle, and you can get a £5 ticket or a £10 ticket, and which depend on the value of the prize. And we've got to win anything from beer from Dockers to tattoos by Prison Style Tim. We've got studio time actually from Harmony House. We've got clothes amendment repair from the Stitchist. We've got like 16 prize. Oh, you can get a personalized song written for you by Joe Bully, which is one of the artists. So if you have an anniversary coming up, wedding anniversary, someone special in your life, you can win someone like a professional songwriter to make a song for you, and I think it's really cool.
That's wonderful.
Drum lessons from Matt, who's like the drummer for the King Rooks. Who we
Love
have.
King Rooks,
so we really had a lot of generosity from local businesses. And that's what we want. Like, we're about independent music and independent venues and independent businesses, and we really want to encourage everyone who attend Compass this weekend, like, you know, go and eat, like Black Market, the Blind Pig. They also do food. There's some
wonderful food as well. It is.
Excellent.
Really nice food.
Like, we encourage you to like go and shop local. And come and visit our little bar as well in the workshop. Buy a slice of cake made by my mother-in-law.
Good old mum-in-laws.
So we got everyone. My dad is coming from France to help again.
Wow,
it's really nice to kind of see that vibe.
Oh, it's so wonderful. There's so many good things to get stuck into. Thanks for bringing even more wonderful music to Folkestone. We've got so much great stuff going on here, and it's wonderful having something this time of year. I know exactly how you feel with all the stuff. People have no idea what goes on behind the scenes, and you put a lot of free time, free money and all that kind of stuff in it. So really...
I want to say it's glamorous. It's so many spreadsheets.
Yeah. I've got to like spreadsheets somehow, and I never did. But now I think, because when you're doing so many things, if you haven't got a spreadsheet, it's just too much in your brain. Yeah, so actually spreadsheets keep you sane. Actually, I never thought I'd say that.
But not as glamorous as people think.
Not as glamorous as people think. Not into the actual event, but it's a wonderful event, and with so many acts across so many venues across 2 days, it's jam-packed and it's really affordable. So there really is no excuse not to come, people. So if you haven't got a ticket now, please go and get one. So tickets on the website, or they can come to the hub. Is that correct? Yes.
Yeah. You can buy a 1-day pass, a 2-day pass from the hub. We act as a ticket office as well. You can buy tickets from our website, campus-music.com, regular ticket concessions. We also have a festival support paid forward ticket. It's a $5 or more, and then people who buy this allow us to give more low-income tickets available.
Great.
So we try to do this kind of circular moment. And we're also going to do show passes. So we encourage people to buy a ticket for the day, because it's really not that much money. But if you only want to go to just one venue, you can buy a show pass on the venue.
Just for one gig.
Just for one gig. But then you won't be able to go anywhere else.
Right, got you. Well, that's silly. You want to go.
We really, we don't want to restrict trade from venues as well.
No, that's really, really great idea.
We want to encourage anyone to come through the doors. Until we have capacity, and then when we reach capacity, it's 1 in, 1 out. So
and all the venues are such different sizes. So
Blind Pig, Black Market, that the workshop's 30, 40 caps. So
exactly.
But if it's full, then cross the road, go see something else.
Go see something else. There's something else great to see. What a wonderful offering, and it's all happening this weekend. Xander, who is behind the camera, has his task to go home and get this edited so we can put this out tonight, because we want to share this with everybody, so everybody can come along and enjoy this wonderful music at such a really affordable price. You're not going to get anything quite like this anywhere else this weekend, so get down to Compass Music Festival. Thank you so much, Geri.
Thank you very much.
Really good luck for this weekend. I can't wait to come and check out some of the bands. I'll see you all there. Thank you, Geri, and good luck this weekend, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you, Xander.